government to be bailing out any of these major institutions if it could be avoided, obviously. But there are no easy answers. So. Janie, my wife,
yeah,
my lovely wife, wants to say something.
Well, I was just, well.
What do you got?
Sure. You did mention kids in school wanting to improve their diet. What are you thinking there? Because I know just in terms of options people are given, probably a lot of those things are just driven by convenience and cost. And they're not looking at a lot of things that studies show are bad for you that probably everyone needs. I think some schools have banned sodas and things like that. I think for the younger kids, they have to have juice, something natural, not all this hypercrispin syrup. I know some states, some countries have banned hydrogenated oils, which lead to bad cholesterol. And we see kids getting put on statins already, which is really absurd. So I mean, what are your thinkings on that line? Because
you're asking the man who just ate a big donut. You know, Carl, that is actually a very good question. And there's a certain high school in Delaware I want to identify, which is an excellent high school and has a wonderful nutrition program. And I went out and I saw the broccoli and whatever they were serving that particular day. And then I looked down the end of the line, there was pizza there. And all the kids were taking the pizzas. And what the heck's going on here? Well, the bottom line is that we have written these nutrition laws in Washington. If you read them, you'd say, oh my gosh, you know, I wouldn't want to eat that when I was a kid. It was really healthy stuff, you know. And it's all well crafted and that kind of thing. And you have good nutrition people in the schools, and they put all that food out, but they also put out other options. And in many cases, that's the option that the kids will take. You also, if you go into schools, I'm not totally, I haven't been in the schools in the last 2 or 3 months, but heretofore they have a lot of vending machines and other things with some, you know, not so healthy type of options in it. We have young people here who probably tell us better than I could. And if a young person wants to not eat healthy lunches or breakfast, if they're offered breakfast, they can basically do it because those other options are still there. Now, I don't think we should become the food police and walk in and tell schools or children what they can eat or not eat or whatever. But I think we need to encourage all of us to pay more attention to our nutrition habits. That has a lot to do with health care, and particularly with kids. We need to make sure that they're being raised as healthy a way as possible, with the best nutrition possible, with the opportunity for physical exercise. I'm a strong believer in recess and after-school activities as part of that. I think it's a balanced situation, and we have a responsibility to do that. A lot of that ends up being local. So I'm very happy with the nutrition bills that we draft in Congress, but I'm not necessarily happy that they're carried out as fully as they should in the schools, not only in Delaware, but across the United States and America. I think that's part of the problem. And I think that you know, there has to be a recognition by all of us, and you know, again, getting involved in schools and saying this is what we should do. There's no easy solution to it. It's a matter of persuasion.
Hi, I just want to introduce myself. I'm Jane Castle, and I just want to thank Don and Lynn Cherry once again for opening their home. We're always so humbled by folks like you who are willing to open their homes and host a gathering such as this. And Andy, I know, was involved in helping. Yes, there you go. And we really appreciate that. We know what it takes to put a gathering like this together, and we just thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And thanks to all of you for taking your very warm Saturday morning to come out and listen to what Mike has to say. We're working hard, and we truly appreciate your being here, and we hope to see you along the campaign trail. We expect to be out there quite a bit in the next 3 months. So thank you so much, and I am, after that nutrition discussion, I may have a today it's all about choice, right? But, thank you again, and we appreciate it.
I'd just like to tell you a story about Jane. She's never been that engaged in my campaign. She's engaged in this one. And she's actually worked on Capitol Hill in the past many years ago.
Well, let's not go back there.
No, including for one major Democrat, we won't name a good Republican. But anyway, she approached me a while ago about having a women's only fundraiser. And I said, that just doesn't fly. I said, fundraisers are never gender-based like that. You've got to have couples, that's the way these things work. And she insisted. And she rounded up, I don't know how many women, some of whom are here, and put on a fundraiser in Wilmington. It was the single biggest fundraiser I've ever had. She repeated it in Kent and Sussex County, it became my second biggest fundraiser I've ever had. So I'm all for the women. We haven't done a men's only fundraiser yet. You're afraid to do that.
Which leads me, if you're interested in joining the Women's Council, we keep in touch, and we will be blasting emails. You can just delete them if you don't want to read them. But we are building our grassroots efforts, not only with women, as Mike mentioned, with veterans and young families and retirees, senior citizens, and so forth.
And this month coming up is the 90th anniversary of the woman's right to vote.
There you go. And interestingly enough, since we've had that right, we've exercised it more than men, I think. There are 10 million more voters in this country, women voters, than men, which is sort of interesting. So we are really...
Wait a minute, how many more women are there?
Slowly killing you.
Everybody on one side of the room and the other. Forget the Democrat and Republican business.
There's more than in law school.
Yeah, it's really... Be careful, guys.
I went to Georgetown Law School, and there were 3 women in my class. A majority of the Georgetown Law Students are women now.
And the medical school's there, so... But thank you.
Well, let me thank all of you so very, very much for being here. I hope we didn't hold you too very long. Remember, bumper stickers, word of mouth, and whatever.